face it. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you
Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start with the option. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 16 carries, 54 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase it.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Sam Darnold sacked.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
Remember we were kids and they all said, hey, whatever you want to do, make your kid a left-handed pitcher, make them play baseball, they'll play forever. Forget that. I want a quarterback. All right? That's what I want to raise. In this era where you throw it around like crazy, you put up numbers like he did in his last game.
Last week, almost 500 yards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college even makes you ready for the NFL.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 32 on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
It's 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Here's Davis on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete to number 7.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On the move to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Miles Jack. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Davis now sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
The quarterback.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Davis to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Davis's pass incomplete in the end zone.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Davis throwing on 4th down, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Sam Darnold.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
86.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Number 30.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Cool, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Davis. This is brought in by Hardy.
Davis's pass.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, Rams.
They'll try the left side. Cool. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Carry for
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Davis. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Third down. And 8 yards to go.
Davis now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Davis's pass. Incomplete in the end zone.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. From the gun, Davis. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Warner. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
First down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Davis fighting. He loses the football, and the Jags grab it. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that... when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Sam Darnold sacked.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like, oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
A loss of 7.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Fielded at the 33. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now Davis throwing on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bailey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On first down, Poole. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Sam Darnold heading back out, the focus of our players. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Darnold from the gun. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
No gain on the play.
As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation,
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. We have hit halftime. Still 2. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go. 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Rams to take over. Last week, they got the victory against the San Francisco 49ers. They've got the lead in this one as well right now. They'll run on 1st down. Pull. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Off the bootleg, Davis. Complete over the middle to Hardy. Touchdown, L.A.
Davis's pass complete to number 7.
A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
as a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then it curls back inside for the completion.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, team. Big serious right here. We got to step it up.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Darnold down to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Darnold completes it, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Davis's pass.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, pull. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On the slant, this is Chark. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zach Pascal, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, and they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Number 12.
A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Let's go. 51, Mike 51.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
27, Leonard Fournette.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Leonard Fournette. Incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. On 1st down, pull. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pull. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 26 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains.
First down, Rams.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Back now in Jacksonville. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping them running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Rams on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the interception, here's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Sam Darnold sacked.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
And this one too low.
3rd down and long.
To throw is Darnold. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Darnold sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Taken in by Pascal out left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Zach Pascal, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Lambo on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28 to 14. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Davis's pass.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Looking to throw. Davis. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warner. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Rams, 1st down.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, Davis. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Davis. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Albert Okuebuna, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize. So adjustments are often a big part of each and every game. And it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work. And being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing again is Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Again, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
51, Mike 51.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
Davis now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down. Pull. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
The tackle made.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
At the 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Davis. The quick slant caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
And he puts it through. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette.
I can't believe they even let you.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EAMaddenNFL. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.